So today we are in Bern, and it's been 3 years since we made the film. We just attended the Orient Film Days, and we just had our forum, and we are just really excited to see how our film is still being talked about after 3 years that we made it.
I have big dream. I want to make big difference.
The film is about love can be powerful to make the impossible possible, about sisterhood and about good friendship, deliver a very powerful message.
Sıfır bütçe, gerçekten farklı bir bakış açısı, milyonları konuşmayı değil fakat o bir kişinin hikayesiyle aslında ne kadar benzediğimizi göstermek istedik. The reason why we sit together in the directorship position is also a political statement to blur the hierarchy between a filmmaker and the person who's being filmed. We don't believe in that, and it's so true. We don't need any funding from the state. Independence is the best thing that can happen to a filmmaker.
Repeat now, cut 1, 2,
Cut.
3. Yalla, yalla.
A lot has changed in our lives, and basically we are here together. Still, Maisa is in the Netherlands. I just want to ask a question to Maisa about, if you were to make a second film, what would that be about?
As you said, a lot of things changed in our life, but we still have a problem with belonging and the ID and the lost ID and the connections to home and people we love. So this is what I'm thinking to create about. The meaning of home is different now, and the meaning of treasure is different. There is something in your heart you can't lose, humanity. If you lose this, then you are like animal. Life is like a war between things that you are losing and things that you are getting, but you will not get anything if you don't fight for it and if you don't really believe in it. Elif, I want to ask you something. Why you choose to film Maisa? So she's the most luckiest Syrian. So what do you think about this?
No, this is a very good question, because I think it's about representation again, and everybody expects you to represent the vulnerable, the poor,
Exactly.
the downgraded, the one in need. But that's exactly the thing we are against, because you need to look into the society, but not only, but into the individual, into the capacities, into the talents and the potential of the human being. And I would always just see the most beautiful in every human. I wouldn't look into the darkness per se when looking into a human's life. I would look into their bright sides, I would look into their talents, into their intelligence, and this is how every human deserves to be addressed, and every human deserves to be represented as.
وحلفت أنك لا تميل مع الهوى أين اليمين وأين حينما عاهدتني لأقعدن على الطريق وأشتكي.
So what they expect from me, show the Syria that is in the media, that's the fake one. The real one is this one. The real face is that I think you represent even better the society you come from.
Of course, I'm not. There are much more stories, maybe more powerful than my story. There are a lot of very good Syrians, and nationality actually is not the issue, but there are hardworking people with a good vision, people who do good projects.
But
So
you have a great vision too.
I do.
You were the pioneer in a field where nobody was knowledgeable about. You introduced a very original project that wasn't happening at that time. You brought a lot of Syrian people together, very talented and also common people, and you made them sing together with other backgrounds. So you had people from all over the world, and you were singing in lots of different languages. And this was the proof that people can, by singing, by music, you created a meeting point. And you highlighted the sameness rather than the differences. So I, as a visual anthropologist, I found this fascinating, that migration scene is always looked into, is always looked with differences, that we are the other, and I am the director, you are the film, I am the citizen, you are the refugee, and that was the whole paradigm. And with this film, we kind of we just slap people to the face, saying, it's not that different.
And I was also lucky with the keys that I was powerful in. Music is always my passion. Social projects which connect people is always my powerful key. So smart enough to use them in a good way to make a family for me in Istanbul, affected in a good way everyone, all choir members. And at the end, it also changed my life. So
it changed my life as well. I came up with an original idea that what matters is really friendship. What matters is really humanity. And what matters is that we respect each other's pain, we respect each other's suffering, but as well we respect each other's talents in art. And that we do not accept the narration that they impose on us, which is destruction, displacement, that you are deemed a refugee all your life. No. This is a film about Maisa Alhafez, by Maisa Alhafez and Eda Elif Tibet. So this is our big courageous act. This was creative, that's why it made it into lots of film festivals. It's a very simple film. The idea is very simple. It's exactly you and I sitting together in a living room, actually in your previous home in Istanbul, and then we see snippets of all your friends and all the choir members, and that's the community you are building in your placemaking in Istanbul. And now we are both in Europe. We don't feel like we belong here, you and I. We always talk about this, that's why I'm saying that. We don't feel like we belong. But I think we don't need to belong, we can participate. I will quote this from Shahram Khoshravi, and this is wonderful because we don't need to belong. We belong to other realities, we belong to other cultures, but we can participate and we will continue making films.
Yeah, I just want to say that I'm very proud of what we did together, determined now, and very happy of what happened. Yeah.
I'm also very happy, and we just continue. It's not the end. We will continue telling our stories the way we want to tell them.
Yeah.
That's it.
With the power of the voice and the music, the power of standing together and giving one voice, we can